Welcome to Community Watch, and today we will be talking about the 59th annual Rome Noon Optimist Flipping Pancakes. It's a pancake breakfast, something I know, but they've been doing it for 59 years, and it is an awesome event. And today we'll be talking about that and the importance of supporting this event. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
Your life is filled with opportunities to show the world you can take charge. It's waking up each day with a mission. It's working each day toward a goal. It's choosing to rise. It's charging forward with a purpose. It's changing the course of your life and taking charge of your future. If you're ready to be a take charger, enroll at Georgia Highlands College today.
Welcome to Community Watch. Greg.
Doc.
How are you?
I won't complain today or right now, but later I might.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. You'll get around to the complaining
at some
eventually,
point,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, it's a shame that with your diet you can't have pancakes or sausage, can you?
I can have the pancakes.
Really?
I can have the pancakes. I might have to forego something else later that day, but I can have the pancakes.
I was thinking, just as a favor, I could maybe, eat yours for you.
No. No.
No.
I do my share. But I am going to buy sausage even though, I won't eat it. I still going to purchase it.
Now, we'll have to ask when our guests are out here, but I'm wondering if we haven't done a show for the Noon Optimist Club every year since we've been on the air.
That's a good question. I'm not sure. That's a good question. But I'm glad that we do the show because, so many things are going on, you forget about all the different, and Rome always has a lot of events going on. So, but when they come on, it's close, it's around that time. Mm-hmm. And I know the 100 we look forward to. It's a good avenue for us to spend time with our mentees. So go over there, eat breakfast with our mentees. So it's a great event for us.
And, it's also, and we'll learn more about this, but it's also a model for how you run a fundraiser.
It is as I learned in the Navy, it is a fine-tuned machine. Yeah. It's just, it runs. And it seems no matter, even though they have different people at different stations at different times, it just runs. And how quick, because the lines can be long, but you're not in line at a long time. Yeah. And it's just very efficient.
And it's a big social event.
Yeah, probably more than anything else.
Yeah, that's really what it is. But we will be talking about the Noon Optimist Club Pancake Breakfast, which is coming up very soon. It's the Saturday, I don't know if it always has been, but it's the Saturday before Thanksgiving. So you need to get your tickets. We'll be talking about it with our guests, so don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Seven 7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We are very happy to have with us today Penny Evans-Plants and Scott Moody from the Noon Optimist Club. Thank y'all for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So, Scott, I don't know if you could tell us, but I know we have done a show about this event almost every year since we've been on. We've been on a long time.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people out there saying, yeah, they've been on a long time. But not as long as the event has existed, because I don't know if television was invented when y'all started.
59th annual, I was 2, so I'm not really sure.
So I can't do my math. So the first pancake breakfast was in what year?
48.
48?
December 3rd, 1948. Or no, the Rome Noon Optimist
Right.
was chartered in
Yeah, that's when we
1948.
were.
I almost think that would be, let's see, if I was 2, maybe about 1960. Yeah, 1960.
That's right.
Oh, that's a long time.
So the real question is, all right, so the organization existed for 12 years before you started doing pancakes. What did you do with yourselves in those 12 years? I mean,
Yeah.
because it's been such a great event.
It has been, from what I've told from reading our history and some of the veteran members when I first joined the club, they did just various little fundraisers like most groups do.
Yeah.
And this one actually evolved. Like when they started out, it was one of their fundraisers. Somebody said, hey, why don't we do a pancake breakfast? And there was a local merchant on Broad Street that had a restaurant that did not open on Saturdays. So they knew him well, and he just gave them the keys, sure, have your event. And so the first time they did it, they just cooked the breakfast there in the restaurant on the day it was closed.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Yeah, it is.
And it grew to this beast of an event.
Yes, it has grown a little bit since that time.
Well, let's talk about the event a little bit, because I'm always amazed when I hear how big it has gotten. But I don't know if you keep a count of how many people you've served in the last in a typical year, the last few years.
We do. I don't know that I remember the numbers, but every year we keep a tally of how many we serve, who come in, and how many pounds of sausage we sell, in addition to the pancake breakfast tickets. Do you remember last year's
that
numbers?
number most years comes in around 2,000.
Right.
It's a little either side of that, depending on the weather of the year and stuff like that. But about 2,000 people will come through that door in some form or fashion on the day of the event,
Yeah,
over a 6-hour period.
We've started doing, I don't remember how many years ago
Yeah.
now, we started doing to-go plates.
Yeah.
So you can actually pull around behind the Civic Center, and you don't even have to get out of your car. We'll get your tickets from you, and then we'll bring your to-go plates back out to you. So that makes it convenient for people, particularly if the weather is not playing very nice. Makes it easier for
But
people.
they're not taking advantage of the all you can eat.
That's true.
No, what we find when we expanded to that, because it's just again several years ago, a member said, well, everybody's just doing a drive-through, and we got our carry-out that we do, because what we'd been at one time, you had to come in and you ate while you were there, and then over time somebody said, well, people have asked about, do we do carry-out? So we started that. You came in and ate. And then if you want to take some back home, you did that. And then over a period of time,
See, I
somebody
didn't
said,
know that.
yeah, you can. and a lot of people do. I mean, they will. They'll come in and eat with us, and then somebody's back home or something, and they'll go over to that line and say, give me that, and they'll go out. And then it evolved into, well, some people will come in and eat and want to carry out. And, now most businesses, you don't have to get out of your car, so you just drive around and we'll bring it out to you. So, we're full service now.
And I imagine there are a lot of folks that, buy tickets or make donations that can't or choose not to
Correct.
actually come for breakfast. So you get donations
true.
that way too.
Yes, because almost the entire ticket price is a donation, really, because of all of the products that are donated from our vendors here in the community. I mean, we could not do this breakfast without our wonderful supporters, whether it's the pancake batter from Southeastern Mills, Coca-Cola donating the Coke products, Mayfield Dairies donating milk. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
Kroger especially donates the sort of everything else we need for that day, and they've been a huge supporter for many years. I'm sure I've left out
Lambert's
some. Lambert's Coffee. How
Yes,
could I forget
mean,
them?
you would. I mean, there's probably 8 or 10 businesses that make significant product donations.
Right.
So we don't actually have to buy hardly anything. So they've seen what we do. They see what we do in the community. They know their support will go to good causes, so they're happy to support us.
Right.
And we need to talk about where this money goes, because this is your only fundraiser
It is.
during the year.
We don't have to raise money for anything else during the rest of the year. So if you're interested in joining a civic club,
Yes.
the Noon Optimist Club is the way to go, because that's the only fundraiser you will be asked to participate in.
6 hours one time a year, and then the rest of the year we're giving that money to great causes.
Well, all of us don't have it so lucky.
No. And let me tell you, we realize how lucky we are that they
Yeah.
put this together for us, because we're in other organizations that it's just not that way.
Yeah. And that's one thing I like about the Pancake Breakfast, because we do a lot of work with nonprofits and belong to different organizations. And the efficiency, I think y'all have a model, really, as you said, a lot of us would like to get to at some point. But I can't help but think about 59 years. I mean, it's something to sticking to one particular fundraiser
That's
and
correct.
evolving that
Yes.
particular one over
Right.
years. So when you was talking about even the drive-thru, I was thinking, it's the pancake breakfast, but it's not the same pancake breakfast. It has literally evolved over the years to meet the needs of people in the community.
Every year when we finish our pancake breakfast at the meeting, either right after or within 2, we take part of our meeting and everybody goes, okay, what ideas? What did we, what went well? What didn't go so well? What do we think we want to do? So we look at those things and evaluate each year. And again, that's been passed down to us. So it
Well,
just
also,
helps
I
us.
think what's important to remember is we invest in that pancake breakfast
Yes.
because that's our one and only fundraiser. It's so important to us. So over the years, we invest in that event. We've bought lots of equipment to make it. You were talking about how efficient we are. Well, that's because we've got some really great equipment that we can use to make it more efficient. Those huge griddles for doing the pancakes, and now we've bought grills for the sausage dogs to cook the sausage. Now they don't have to do it over charcoal, they do it over gas, and it makes them a lot more efficient, and they're finished many hours before they normally were. So they only have to come in at, 4 instead
Yeah, it's 4 instead of
2?
2:30. Yes. So hey, that's an improvement.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about where the money goes in a typical year.
Okay.
You want to take that one?
Sure, I will. Okay. Well, we have a lot of things. Our focus is youth. I mean, that's really who we are. We're, friend of youth, and, that's where we put our money. So inside the club, we have several things. We have our high schools, we do a student of the month. For our middle schools, a student of the semester. Once a year, we do a student of the year banquet, and in that, we give out scholarship money. I mean, money checks. We write a check that night. Over $4,000 is handed out that night to deserving students in our community. For our elementary kids, we have a terrific kids program, a recognition program where we provide, a meal to them and their parents and talk about them. We also have a component where we give money to other organizations that support youth. Because we can do so much, but other organizations do great things. So just a few of those, Grands That Care, the foundation camp at Georgia Highlands. We donate to it every year. Summit.
You heard of it? Have you
Yeah,
heard
you've heard of that one, haven't you?
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
do. I mean, it's a great investment in our youth, local youth. Summit Quest, kids who are dealing with cancer. That's a big project for Optimist International. So we do that. Cops for Kids program, and then the vacation reading program at Sarah Hightower. I mean, that's just a partial list of the things we do. but it gives you a gist of how we raise the money in this community, and then we put that money back into this community, into the youth, through either organizations that do things for them or through our own projects.
And we
Well-
should say that our goal this year is the most ambitious it's
Yes.
ever been. We were talking about that earlier. Mark Swanson, our coordinator for the Pancake Breakfast this year, has set a goal of $47,000, and if we are able to reach that, it will be the largest amount we've ever been able to raise.
So what is the largest currently?
About 40, I would say, was
Huh?
probably
So
about
it's a
it.
substantial amount.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
he's
We're
But-
gonna have to buy more sauce.
But
Yeah, so.
I think some people in the community, because I know I've heard numbers much greater than that. So
Yeah.
the perception is,
Yeah.
So really there still is a great need.
Oh, yes.
It's not like y'all at a hunt where y'all making 60, 70,000. You still have a need for people to support this event.
We do.
We got to take a break here, though. We've got more coming. Please do not go away. We will be back right after this message.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul,
Estimated time 47 hours.
they will beg,
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
they will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking.
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls, second.
Are you orange?
Welcome back to Community Watch. We are talking about the Noon Optimist Club Pancake Breakfast, which is coming up on Saturday, November 23rd, I believe.
Correct.
And it starts pre-dawn on that day, 6 o'clock?
6 a.m.
6
Yes.
a.m. And we have here Penny Evans Plants and Scott Moody to talk about that event and the organization. So it's a pretty big operation. I mean, you have, as you've told us, ambitious goals for the event, but and it's great that you just have one event. But I mean, there's a lot that goes into this event. I mean, it's a carefully planned event, and a lot of different tasks have to be done. And I'm
Right.
assuming that planning for the event has to start fairly early in the year. So when do y'all start? You take a little break maybe
Sure.
in talking about it, but when do you gear back up again to talk about this year?
Well, it depends, I guess, on what needs to be done, like what we've identified after a pancake breakfast that we want to make changes for the following year. So if we have to buy equipment, we usually try to get that done in the summer so that we have it and we know that it works and that it's here. And then I know that they start reaching out to vendors, making sure that we're still going to receive the goods or services that they provide.
August is when that
August,
starts.
yep,
Mhm,
end of summer. And then we really start gearing up in September, making sure that we're ready and that everyone knows what they're supposed to do and that they've reached out to who they're supposed to reach out to. And then the members really start selling sausage tickets and getting corporate sponsorships in September or October and early November.
So how do you decide who's going to do what? Because I know, I mean, the two of you have areas of expertise that you're called upon to do, I guess, every year.
Right. And there are others who are in the same. So like we were talking about the sausage dogs earlier, so that's the crew that works in the pit, as they call it, out by the Civic Center, where I guess they do barbecue a lot of the times, but we do our sausage out there. And many of those guys, they're all guys, I'm not sure why, I guess guys
not
like
a rule.
to do their grilling. It's not a rule.
not a
So
rule.
the women could certainly join them if they wanted to. But they have a crew who, many of them have been doing it for more than 20 years together. And so they know what to do. And then as we get new members in, they join the various crews, whether it's flipping pancakes or working in to-go takeout area or sausage dogs or whatever it is, cleaning the dining room, taking out the trash. There's a crew for that, believe it or not, because there's a lot of trash that gets generated.
Yes.
So we have the members who've been there for a long time, and many of them do the same jobs year after year. And then as new members come in, they get added to those crews, and they can switch around if they like and find one that they think is
But
theirs.
they're able to learn from veterans
They
who
are.
see, that's nice. That
Yes.
works.
Yeah.
That works really well.
Actually, if I'm correct, now since we've done this show several times,
Yes.
if I'm correct, the president-elect is responsible overall for the pancake breakfast.
Correct.
That's correct.
Yes, every year. So whoever the president, which makes so much sense because when you are as the president, you have been through the fire.
Yes, you
So you
have.
know exactly what needs to be done, and so you really become a great resource.
A mentor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Versus if I don't know, I've never done this before.
Right.
And I just think we have to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
With some of our stuff.
Yeah, because it seems like we work really hard and come out with just a little bit.
We're hustling backwards.
We don't learn. We just haven't learned. We keep hearing this story over and over. We're not learning.
Not learning from it.
And Scott and I have both been president-elect.
We
and
have.
coordinated the breakfast, and we've both been president of the club in years past.
Mm-hmm.
Many years for me, but
Many. It's getting many for me now. but it's true. I mean, what helps our club and keeps our club strong and working is we have members that have been in roles that have done these things, so they're willing to help. They know the challenge you have. I remember just when I was the chairman of the Pancake Breakfast, how many times someone would come up and say, "Have you remembered to do this?" Well, there's helping me. And sometimes the answer was yes, and sometimes it was no, and then I knew to get on it.
Yeah.
So it just works well.
I want to talk about the sausage right quick.
Yeah.
Because that's almost like a fundraiser inside a fundraiser, because y'all sell a great deal of sausage, just the sausage itself, not part of the pancake breakfast. So how many pounds did y'all sell last year, do y'all know?
2,600 pounds, and it's kind of our gateway. I mean, we're known for the sausage, so that is kind of our opening ask. You get that, and then they'll purchase a ticket, or they're coming for that. So that's again another one of those things that kind of has opened things up for us, and is
Well,
been
it's
good
not
for us.
just any sauce.
No,
it
it's
is
not.
And I'm assuming things haven't changed dramatically from last year, but you have a secret recipe or something, and someone locally makes it for you.
that's correct.
That is it.
When we first started, we made it ourselves in the meat lab at Berry, and we had a professor at Berry, an ag professor at Berry, who coordinated all that. We used his recipe for sausage, and that worked for a few years, and then the sausage really caught on and was extremely popular, and we couldn't make that much sausage. So we ended up having to go to a local supplier and work with them on tweaking the recipe so that it was like Dr. Scott's. And everyone tells me it's the best sausage they've ever had. So I have many, many repeat customers every year for the sausage because it's so good.
The consistency and the fact that it's fresh. I
Yes,
guess that's the big thing.
quality.
Is like what we'll do is we'll usually make 3 runs. We'll get 400 or 500 pounds and then get that out. And then we'll do that, and then the day of the event, we'll have another 400 pounds that'll be there. So, it's probably not more than a week old at the most. So it's
Right.
I don't know about, I buy it, and I don't eat sausage, but I give it as a Christmas gift, so I don't know about it
Yes.
being fresh, but every year I give a couple of people some of the sausage that I buy, because they like sausage. And, so, and it's I shouldn't say cheap gift, it's an expensive gift,
thoughtful.
but the value of it, people
Yes.
just really,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big 2,600 pounds is a lot of sausage.
It is.
Man, that's over a ton.
Yes.
I know a lot of people use it for the holidays. They're, they're making special dishes, whether it's sausage balls or, they'll put it in their dressing, or they'll, put it in their spaghetti sauce even, I've heard people say. So they want to have it for the holidays, and so that they stock up. And I have some customers who buy enough to last them for the entire year.
Wow.
Because they know they can't get it until
Any other time.
Well, it's great. It's great sausage. And
Thank you. We think so too.
Well, apparently a lot of people.
it's great.
Yes, they do. We always sell out.
Yeah.
So, how much are the tickets?
Tickets are $7 in advance, and then the day of the event, $8. And so that's still, if you think about it with a breakfast with all you're going to get, you're going to get pancakes, sausage, your choice of drink. We have coffee, orange juice, milk, chocolate milk, soft drinks, and all that.
It's a bargain. Let's
It
just be
is,
honest.
right. I mean,
It's a bargain.
you don't have to leave a tip.
Yeah.
So
And it's all you can eat.
walk out.
Literally all you can eat.
$7 or $8, you can have a great breakfast. That's it's a good value, but
Right.
it tremendous help to our community.
Now, the last couple of years, I have been there right at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
Oh, good for you.
And there,
Not me.
yeah, me too.
but there's a group
Yes.
that is
There
there
is.
at 6
Every
o'clock.
year.
Yeah. So you
Correct.
kind of recognize the same people year after year, and it is a social event.
It is. Some people say it kicks off the holiday season
Yes.
for
Oh,
them.
wow.
They, the hunters will come and grab breakfast before they go out hunting, but the shoppers will also come and get breakfast and then go Christmas shopping afterwards. But since it's always the Saturday before Thanksgiving, it sort of kicks off the holiday season for many of us.
And as you said, the community doesn't really view it as a fundraiser. They view it as a community event that
Just happens to raise money.
That happens to raise money, yes, but
Right.
it is. People will come year after year. In fact, over the years, I've had people come in that say, my grandfather brought me here, and now I'm here with my grandchild. And
Wow.
you think about that. It's like, you're right, that could have happened. That's
Yeah.
real.
Let me do the math on that.
Yeah, it works.
Well, we're coming up on another break. When we get back, we will let folks know where they can get tickets, because I know they'll want to get tickets. So stay with us. We'll be back with that important information. Don't go away.
Your life is filled with opportunities to show the world you can take charge. It's waking up each day with a mission. It's working each day toward a goal. It's choosing to rise. It's charging forward with a purpose. It's changing the course of your life and taking charge of your future. If you're ready to be a Take Charger, enroll at Georgia Highlands College today.
Introduce you then. Okay. Welcome back to Community Watch. We've been talking about the noon Optimist Club Pancake Breakfast, which is coming up on the 23rd of this month, and 6 o'clock at the Civic Center. If y'all could give us information about tickets.
Sure, it's really easy. You can contact any club member for tickets or sausage, or you can call Mark Swanson. He's the coordinator this year at 706-234-8686. You can also stop by the Last Stop gift shop on Jackson Hill for tickets, and they take cash or check.
And then if they also want to find out additional information about the Pancake Breakfast or just the club itself, they can visit our Facebook page, Noon Optimist Club of Rome, or they can visit our website, www.romenoonoptimist.org.
Well, thank y'all for what you do, and we'll see you at the breakfast. We'll see y'all there too. Make sure you get your tickets, and thanks for being with us this week on Community Watch.